Hey, we always live Elvis.
Hey, Memphis Mafia Kid,
And Teresa.
hey, hope everybody's having a great week. Here we are, Wednesday
Already.
already,
Wow.
midway through September. Can you believe it? I mean,
No.
it's what y'all. We got some more great viewers' questions that we're gonna get started on here in just a minute. Of course, we got our birthdays, our shout outs, and our prayers that we love doing for our Elvis family. And y'all, we're gonna get together. At first, I want to say it was yesterday, and talked to her. Hadn't seen her yet. See her this weekend. But our daughter Danielle, yesterday was her birthday. Happy birthday,
Happy birthday again.
baby! We love you, and we had a good talk yesterday. Also today, we carried Teresa's daddy. Today was his 93rd birthday, and we carried him to one of his favorite places, Cracker Barrel. And he got to see his waitresses. Him and a church group used to go every Wednesday. Some of them are not with us anymore, and he hadn't got to go as much. So that's what he wanted to do, and we carried him in. I think he had a blast, don't you?
I do too. And our Cracker Barrel in Tupelo is the same as it's always been.
Yes.
So.
Oh yeah, you had to throw that.
Yes, I did. I mean, yeah, but yeah.
But we got some more birthdays, and I'm going to let Teresa take it away.
Okay, so happy birthday, Charlie, John Kaufman. I'm going to try to pronounce his name. Daniel Jacobek, Diane Mueller, Tricia Swan, Lillian Scorisi. And then with prayers, we have Cindy Deal, Rawi, Chester, Melissa, and Kathleen Kane. So we're keeping you in our prayers. And you did the shout out?
I know. I had
Okay.
one shout
Yes,
out.
you
I
had a
like
shout
shout out. Thank you for your comment and the names on there for me, please.
Trisha Farr.
Yeah, Trisha Farr. Appreciate it. Read your message, and thank you for that.
Wait, before we start questions, this is a comment regarding the last video we did, and I just thought it was too good. It's from BB Von Bunny, and BB says Elvis pickup line, "Hello."
And show his face.
Right, hello. I love it.
And that's very true. I mean, come on, we all know Elvis.
He didn't need a pickup line.
I wish back in the day I'd had that problem, but
Do you now? Wow, we're gonna
back in the day.
We're gonna start off.
Back
there.
in the back in the day. I didn't say now. I'm happy now.
See how well he's tuned.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Y'all hope, like I said, hope everybody's had a good week, and I guess we'll get started with our first question. Yes.
Okay, this one is from Diane Mule. What do you think Elvis would think about the world today?
Well, I mean, he would definitely, feel the way the majority of us, I think, feels. He would definitely, he'd be interested in it. Just worried like we all are, and concerned, and just trying to maybe figure out where we need to go or what we need to do, and with that, he was into a lot of that. So, I want to feel if he was here today, some way, whether it would have been a song or interview or whatever, I think he would have got involved. I really do.
He would have probably at least been praying for our nation.
Oh, definitely that. Definitely, that's what I mean by being concerned. And I didn't break it down. I thank you, Teresa, for that. But prayers as we all have, and just being, like I said, real concerned and trying to. I don't know if we'll ever figure it all out, but we've got a little ways to go, but we're going to get back there. Let's just put it that way. And like I said, I know a lot of y'all seeing comments, and you're welcome. Everybody feels the way they want to feel, and we're not taking that away from anybody. You don't have to agree with us.
No, but if it gets ugly, I'm not going to leave it up.
Right. And that's not what we're not trying to push. No. I want to clear that, push anything on anybody. We're just stating the way we feel, just like you can state the way you feel, and we all thank God have that right here in the United States still.
And we can all be civil.
Right.
Okay, from Kyle ZG6. Do you think Bob Joyce is Vernon's son by another woman?
Not no, but no.
DNA test, not hard.
Yeah, I mean, come on. And once again, everybody has their right. If you think there's something to it and you want to believe it, so be it. But I can tell you that he's not, he's not Elvis. He's not Vernon's son. What more can I say? But there again, like I said, you have the right to believe what you want to believe.
Like I said, DNA test, not hard. Okay, from Wendy Welch. Did you still ride the golf carts and hang out at Graceland after Elvis passed?
When I seen this question, yes, a little bit, not near as much. And then, like
because
I said,
Lisa wasn't there.
Yes. That especially because that was something that we shared that we like to do. Although when she would go back, we would still ride them some. And other crazy things that we did, and we still did all that somewhat. But y'all, like I've said in the past, when that happened, just like that, pretty much
changed everything.
It changed everything, and it just wasn't the same. Will never be the same. But as I've said, Graceland is beautiful, and there's a lot of Elvis in Graceland. Let me put it that way, and always will be, and I guess a sense or a present that a lot of y'all said y'all felt, and I totally believe that. I still feel, don't go up there a lot, but I feel it in my family. We've talked about it, at home, but especially if like I told Teresa, and I'll talk about it more with y'all, but just feelings I got, when we would go up to like the gravesite, and which we're going to do again here before long, but after Elvis passed away, I continued going to up to Graceland for two main reasons. I mean, it's Graceland, and I love it, and always will. But Uncle Vernon and Sandy, Rory's mama, they were living out in the apartment, and me and Rory were still. We were still hanging out, and we did that, until after Uncle Vernon passed away. But before I would go up to either pick up Rory or meet, whether we were going to take his car or my car, and I always go in and check on Uncle Vernon and Miss Sandy, and talk to them, and sometimes Laura was there if she was there, and visit for a little while, and then me and Rory would go out on Friday and Saturday night. So that's kind of how that went.
Okay, from Nancy Shake. Danny, I've seen videos saying Elvis wore a wig. What are your thoughts?
I mean, once again, you had that right. But I mean, I don't want to put it in an ugly way, but I mean,
maybe in a movie.
I mean, possible of that, but I mean, as far as what they're saying, no, for God's sake, he was not going bald.
He didn't wear a toupee.
No, watch it. Like some people.
Some people have to,
right? But hey, look, I mean, I choose not to.
Yeah.
But
well, you've got a pretty.
But no, that's basically what it is. A bunch of crap.
Okay. Veronica James. I'm sorry we didn't get to meet up with you guys when we were in Biloxi. Was wondering where you got your Biloxi t-shirt you wore in the last video.
Veronica, the one and only place in Biloxi, Sharkheads.
Yep. And you got a hat with it.
And no, we don't. Right. I got the hat t-shirt combo that I've gotten in the past. I have a couple. Every time I go down there, I like to get a new one. And like I said, we don't have anything to do with Shark Heads, but
No,
I will
we love
give
it. We
them
like
the
it.
props. Anybody that's ever been there, that is the place.
It's fun. We
For
like it.
souvenirs and for some photo ops with some of their stuff. And two, right behind them, you can pull off, and there's a little area parking area. There's a dock.
Yeah, I've shared
What do you call
pictures
it?
of that.
Boardwalk.
boardwalk at the end of
Yeah.
last video.
Yes,
pictures
and,
of
and a
that.
pretty
Yeah.
part of the beach. So they're kind of set.
Yeah.
But I think you probably already knew because you live in Biloxi where it come from. But yes, always Shark Heads.
I didn't get one. I got a Shaggy's shirt from the Shaggy's restaurant this time.
It was cool. I
I
like
did get
it.
some things, but I didn't get any. Oh, I got a couple of dresses from Shark Heads.
Yes.
Yeah, that they had.
Yeah, we
I like it.
bought some souvenirs and stuff. Elaine,
Yeah,
some
some of the little
stuff.
things. I got her itty bit. It's not real, but it's a teeny tiny little hermit crab. Her mom and daddy had a fit if we brought her live one. So
Yeah.
little tiny one. Okay.
We've
from-
been down that route several times.
Yeah. Okay, from Gary Hartness. Hey, Danny, do you work or are you retired?
I am retired, and I'm loving it. I retired actually this past year. In basically in March, and then actually started drawing my checks in May of this year, and so far so good. I love it. I tell you,
Where did I do that? I got one more question.
it's good to be able to go, when you want to go and do what you want to do, or lay up if you just want to lay up. Now's mine and Teresa's time, and the way we want to spend it, and we do a lot of that with our family. Like I said, with my parents and Danielle and Nolan and Laney and our other granddaughter Nicolette, Scott, and we just, we love spending with our family. I think y'all all know that, and
Even those we don't get to see or don't get to spend time with.
right. Yeah, we do have. We won't. A lot of y'all we've talked about it before. We do have other grandchildren, but everybody. I won't say everybody. A lot of us in our life, you have circumstances and things don't turn out
But we still love them.
right, and you don't get to see them as much as you do the other ones. But like they're always in our heart, and we love them. So.
Okay, last question is from Backflash. Do you think Elvis was murdered?
No, I do not at all. And I know pretty much where this comes, because there was a whole lot of questions, and there's a lot more to that, and it's a certain way that he was not murdered. And two, y'all, if you just think about it, and think about Uncle Vernon, if he would have, let me just say this. From what I understand, he thought it just like anybody probably would, especially being, their son being who he was, Elvis Presley, and did have it looked into. But there was no foul play. And if there had been, like I said, do you not think he would have gone to the authorities and we would have known this way long before now? So, that's basically, all I can say. Not trying to have a contest with anybody, or and once again, y'all, we have the right to believe what we want to believe. So, y'all.
So Uncle Vernon, for a time, thought it could be possible, but then he had.
They're short. When it
Yeah.
happened, yes,
Yeah.
And you can see that anybody would with Elvis Presley.
And I can see.
From what I understand, he had investigator or maybe a couple investigators, but that wasn't. And then too, think about it. At the hospital, they know. You can keep things covered, but some things with doctors and this. And if anybody.
Well,
common sense, if anybody would have thought that he would have been murdered, believe me, it would have been out there, cover up and all this. No, I'm sorry.
But I can see maybe after the investigation that he had and them finding out it wasn't true, I could see them saying to the family, look, no, don't talk about it, don't bring it up, because Elvis had passed
in
away,
that right
and
in that
still would be a hard
right
thing
in
to
that
keep
kind of
bringing it
way.
up.
But I don't know how. And like I said, it once again, as we all know, Elvis is the biggest topic still, and good or bad, I think that's still a great thing because he's still, he's still what he is today, and
He's
even
still
bigger
relevant.
and being recognized, if that makes sense. No, of course, like I said, but it's always going to be, y'all. This ain't, as I told somebody the other day, it's all this that happens every day and in the past and more in the future. It's not our first rodeo, y'all. This has gone on forever. So you got to take it with a grain of salt, or take it how you, like I've said, and that ought to clarify it completely. And my family said, if you ask a question, we'll answer. You may not like the answer, but the answer is going to be the truth. And that's just the way it is. I mean,
I think
but you can believe and feel what you want to. Yeah. And of course, as always, like I said, I can't, there is and never will be a group any more powerful, stronger, or bigger than the true Elvis family. And I take my hats off to y'all. Y'all have always been generation after generation, and it's still going, and you always will be, and nothing or nobody is ever going to take the Elvis family's place. Never.
I just want to say, I think too, if there had been more questions, and it looked like it may have happened, I think that's something that Vernon would not have given up on or let go.
Sure, that's exactly what I'm saying. Sure,
surely not have
exactly.
Let go.
They love, Lisa,
right?
Priscilla. I'm sorry, the whole group.
Yeah.
I don't really care what other people want to say or think they know. This group loved Elvis Presley. Okay, and for anything like that, oh my gosh, yeah, it would have been out there, But like I said, I'm going to leave it at that. I hope, because like I said, we've been getting swamped with it. I hope, for my feelings and my family's feelings, and what we, know, saw, heard, lived, and like I said, what is simply out there, go back and do it all, and then you come to the conclusion. Yeah. Do you think he was murdered? I don't. But anyway, y'all.
I want to share something real quick.
Great conversation. No.
Today we went out and we got...
No. Go ahead. No. Go ahead.
You don't even know what I'm going to say.
And that's what worries me.
Okay.
No, go
ahead. So we went out today because I got your mama another betta fish for her little bowl, and I got me another one. And I just wanted to share it with you because I've never seen a betta that was red, white, and blue, and I thought that was so cool. Yeah. Here, let me get it. There it is.
And that's yours.
Yeah, this
Mama
one's mine.
wanted the blue one. And
yeah, you can't see, the light makes it different, but he's red, white, and blue. I was going to name him Liberty, but I think that's a girl name, so I got to think of a name. Or y'all can give me a suggestion on what I should name him.
I think we ought to name him America.
America. We'll see.
But hey, y'all send your comments and see if we get a great one. We're liable to just name this old betta fish. So, y'all, hey, look, as always, we enjoy doing this, and we're going to continue doing it. And y'all, please keep sending in them questions, whatever you'd like to know, and we're going to do our best to answer them. Once again, I always like to say it because I don't like to leave, we don't like to leave anybody out. If we miss your question, keep popping at us. Like I said, we miss them. I mean, at times, or make mistakes, jot down, and then and get it happens. So please stay on us because we don't want to miss anybody. Also, the same thing with the birthdays, the prayers, because we love getting them out there because our group, we love one another and we take care of one another. With that, y'all, we're going to get out of here. We'll see you next video. Remember, we always live Elvis.